Hello everybody and welcome along to a brand new game to the channel. I've been playing this game quite a while, if I'm being honest. I've started playing this game pretty much right as it was released, and well, I'm back doing YouTube now, so I figured I'd bring it to the channel. I actually really enjoy playing this game. We're going to jump straight into a franchise mode because I just, it's honestly the only way I've ever actually played this game. And we're going to create a new zoo called Rainy Glen Zoo, and it's going to be in Europe because, well, why not? So we're going to get it started, and we're not actually going to get any habitat animals. We're not going to get any proper animals in this episode. In this episode we're going to set out the foundations, the things you have to do right at the start. I've got animals aging 3 times slower than normal because they die too quick. So if it would be slightly less laggy. So this is what we start with, and right off the bat I'm going to delete that entrance because I don't like it. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of these trees here and move them. Just move all of these and these ones as well. Just get them out of the way of the entrance. It always bothers me with this game that this is not straight. Right? That's not straight. It doesn't look like much now, but you put a path in here and then everything's slightly off. But it's fine. We will make do with it. We're just gonna. I've got a bit of an idea with what I want to do, and I do like that path, but we do need to have a look at some of these path settings and get rid of that, thank you. And I would like it to align to grid. I'll have a nice wide path coming out here. Let's see, I'm not entirely sure how far to go, maybe up to there. Kinda want a bit of a plaza feel going on. Yeah, that seems alright about there. Alright, so we'll get rid of that. And I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Let's see. About there on either side. The pathing system in this game is notoriously bad. I want a nice big sort of courtyard area going on right in the entrance here. If it would all fill in, that would be lovely. I'll bring this out one more. Something along those lines. Yeah, that works for me. Sort of works for me. I'll go one more. It's an even number on both sides. I don't like that. And what I'll do is I'll delete those, because those are sort of like the centerpieces. This path is going to continue out this way, so I'll put that there as a marker. Delete all of that. And those. Yeah, that works for me. If the camera would cooperate, that would be lovely. Already spent 11 grand on paths. Nice. Now, what staff path do we want? I think we'll just go for the standard one. to bring this down this way quite far. Yeah, down to about there, and then I think that's about right. We'll have to double check that, but we're going to go straight into staff facilities because there's one building that I want to make sure fits there. Yeah, I went one too far. That's fine. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Or did I? Where is the door on this? That's fine. See, is that lined up right with there? Close enough. Want that right there. And I'm going to spend the money on the expensive things first. I tell a lie. Actually, I want this under that. I want that one there. And that one there. Yeah, I think that's what I want. And I'll have that one up there. This will all make sense soon. The keeper's hut I want facing that way. Have that there, and what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one. 3, 4. I think I've got them all. Okay, so as you can see, that makes a bit of a courtyard there. Which is exactly what I'm going for. And up here I want... Oops, didn't want to do that. Deselect grid on this. Can you not? Just like... Sure. On this path coming all the way along like this. If you could... What is going on here? Why you do this to me again? Let's go. I remember how I did this before. To do that, I want this right there. We'll get rid of those. Right, we'll decorate all that up later on, but we've got that for now. The one thing I do want to do is, can I get a path? Under here. No, I can't. That's unfortunate. That should all be connected up properly. No, these are not connected. None of these are connected, in fact. That didn't connect. That one did. Let me just move that there and then move it back. Is that going to connect? No. Can you not? I suppose I could have that there. Not exactly what I wanted, but... Connects that way. Why wouldn't you connect the other way? That's annoying. That's fine though. It's fine. What we'll do with this one, because I'm pretty sure it's not connected now either. Yeah, I kinda want the window though. That's fine, I'll have the two doors. Now it's just, this will be a blank wall once we've got it all decorated. So that's that part done, and we're already running out of money. So let's go back to facilities, and we want some of... What? You know, I'm still in the group, that's what the problem is. I get this as close over there before it turns the paths wonky. I think right there. I'll get rid of these paths. Of course it did. Yeah, I'll just get rid of all these paths, I'll redo them. Back to facilities, I want a total of 6 of these. Oh, why does it... I hate the paths so bad. I know you can rotate these, but I'm not going to. Right. Now let's see if we can fix this mess. Oh, okay guys, so I figured it out. It's a pain. Best thing to do is place these like away from the paths in a 6 grid and then move them in. I'll just duplicate them over here. But now what we need to do is, we've only got £6,000 left, so we need some staff. I want one of each, including security, even though security is not necessary, and we don't need a vendor. Right, next thing we need to do is we need to lower their wages because they cost too much money. Okay, you're fine. Yeah, like that. We're not getting that much money. This is a poor zoo just now. Oh, you're okay. Fair enough. Not lower your wages. Okay, that's everyone's salary dropped, as it should be. Now, we need to go to exhibit trading. Those look interesting. That's pretty reasonable stats for a giant centipede. What we'll do is we'll put the giant centipedes in right here. Yeah, that one. And we need a female to go with it. Let's have a look and see. We're fine with 30 Celsius, I think. Humidity could be doing with going up to about 60. Let's hit play so that they sort of adjust. 30 might be too high. Let's maybe 28. Yeah, 20 is perfect. Alright, so we've got our first delicious centipedes in. Now, some of you might be wondering, these paths aren't connected to these exhibits. Can people still view them? And the answer is yes. I have tested this particular design of the 12 exhibits like this. Well, I mean, here you go. The path is not connected there, people can still see it. But if we go to facilities, we do need some education. What I'm going to do is put the education away from them slightly. I'm not particularly worried as to exactly where it goes just now. We just want a bit of space. The path is connected here, but that's fine. Because these will all be adjusted because we're going to decorate these exhibits up. We're gonna make them pretty, but for now we just want a bit of space. And while we're at it, yes, we're low on cash. Who would have figured? VIP guest at the zoo. Take those credits, thank you. Next thing we need to do is go to our vet research and get our vet researching the Amazonian giant centipede, which I don't even want to think about. And we also want to go straight in for, I'll go for Indian theme because it has quite nice decorative items. Next thing we want to do is train everyone. This is actually surprisingly important to train your staff. It's needed to make them happier. You do have to pay a little bit more for them, I think. I've never paid that much attention to it, but it makes them better at their job. And quicker. A 5-star vet is better than a 1-star vet at research. Mate. I want lots of creepy little centipedes. Let's have a look at the Zoopedia, if I can do that from here. Yeah, so this is where they're from. Feel free to pause the video here and read all of this. I'm not going to read it out. They live for 10 years. 28 centimeters long. That's horrific. That is very horrific. And this shows you the research you can get. But the other thing we need to do is we need to not click on the guests. You want to maybe get out of the education board. That would be lovely. Another guest. I don't care about the guests that much, to be honest. I just want their money. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to run the ×2 speed. We're going to go back to exhibit trading, and I want a couple of yellow anacondas. And I want them right there. I think that was a female I got. First, let's set this to 28 Celsius and 85 seems about right, is it? Yeah, it'll do. Yeah, I got a female, so I need a male yellow anaconda. Yeah, that one's alright. Right, and let's set that to yellow anaconda. Vet research is complete. It's a good start. And with that, what we can do is go in here and go to layout and give them everything. I like to give my exhibit animals absolutely everything. Wonder if we can actually find one in here and just be completely mortified by a dodgy camera again. Let's click on the exhibit and yeah, it's over there. And look at that thing. You imagine seeing that crawling up your wall at night. It's just no. That's so horrifying. What about the snakes? There's what. They're a bit easier to see. Big yellow nope rope right there. Is it still moaning about being low on cash? It is. It will be that way for a little while, guys, because obviously we have no cash and we have all these facilities. We are going to decorate all this stuff. We're going to decorate all this. There's actually going to be another 6 exhibits over here, and we're going to have like we're going to have things for these people. Maybe here type thing, just dotted around this place. There's going to be things for people to buy and stuff. But for now, they're not getting any of that because frankly, they don't need it. They're coming to look at snakes and creepy crawlies. They're not exactly going to buy a souvenir, are they? Stop standing in... That's just rude. So, what I like to do at the start is sort of work on a bit of staff training, work on a bit of research. Because as you can see, especially mechanic research, it does take a little while. And work on filling these in. So let's see if we can get another exhibit animal. I would like another snake. We'll go for rattlesnakes. We'll have them in here because I like the ground texture. Right, let's see. We did get a male and a female, yes. That could be done with going up to 28, and that's pretty much fine where it is. And we'll set these education boards. Try to keep that education high. Now what I personally like to do is these three and then the three that are going to be over here are all going to be snakes because I like snakes. And the ones at the back are going to be other creepy crawly thingies that are terrifying and you don't want to see at night. I'm pretty sure that the second stage of research is nothing. I don't think I can do anything with the layout here. No. I think it's 1, 3, and 5 for exhibit animals. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the game run on a little bit until we have enough money to not be completely broke, and we'll see about getting more exhibit animals and things like that on the go. And I'll be back in just a second, guys. Okay guys, a bit of time has gone past, not too much, about half an hour of real time has gone past. I just left the game running while I got on with other things, and well, the other thing I did was I filled up all the exhibits. So starting at this corner, we have Western Diamondback rattlesnakes. Let's see if I can see one in here. Let's see if I can find one. Right there in the bottom. Yeah, they're peeking out there. That's cool. Alright, we've got the yellow anacondas. One likes to hang about on this tree. That's your thumbnail for today's episode right there. And in here we have, I think these are common puff adders. I like these. These look cool. In here we have giant land snail thingy mob. I think it's land snails. I forget what they're called. Giant tiger land snails. It was close. Working on a bit of research for them just now. In here we have the Titan beetle. They breed like crazy. That's the reason we have them. In here we have the creepy centipedes. We'll not look at them again. They're creepy. Let's see if we can find one of these. That's no. We'll not look at the exhibit animals too much, they're kind of terrifying. I did forget to mention, these donation bins, your zoo basically lives on them. I've only got 4 just now, but they're, you know, doing fairly well. For saying that all we have in here is exhibit animals, you'd expect, you know, it's Planet Zoo. It's all about the bigger, better animals. But this is proof that with just exhibit animals, we can make money. I mean, I've made enough money to get all these extra animals. Our staff is 3 stars now, I think. Yeah, I think all of our staff are 3 stars. We've done a lot of vet. Oh, I think these are all just adults. I don't think you get baby variants of these. So we'll pick them at random and we'll send them off for trading. I don't want my main animals to inbreed, but exhibit animals, I'm not bothered. I am honestly not bothered in the slightest if my exhibit animals inbreed. Alright, let's give them that. I only have this exhibit and the puff adder exhibit left to do the research on. As you can see, puff adder and giant tiger land snail, which is quite a mouthful. Say that 3 times fast. And we're also finished our mechanics research on India, now we're working on New World. That's because of something I have planned for the entrance. I obviously deleted the entrance. I'm going to build my own because not the default one was bad or anything. I want to customize this zoo. So I've not done anything over here. I've not even duplicated these. But what we're actually going to go ahead and do now is we're going to get some guest facilities down. We're going to put them down here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a chief beef right there. And we're going to have a gulpy soda right there. And obviously we're going to get the low on cash thing pop up again because that's just how it works. The other thing we're going to need to do is go back to staff and get our 2 vendors training immediately because 1-star staff is just not good enough. We'll get some of, well, you know what, we'll just get everyone training. I'm sure it'll be fine. Look at these queues already. The other thing I did is got some recycling bins. I'm going to pretty much exclusively use recycling bins wherever possible. Because, reasons. It's, you know, environment and all that kind of stuff. Now, what I'd like to do out here is I'd like to put an information center pretty much right here, but in order to do that I have to do a bit of jiggery pokery with the paths. If I get rid of that and see if I can match that angle up without it looking too wonky. Something like that. Can I make the length a bit smaller? Right, let's take that angle snap off because that's gonna drive me insane. There. There, I know it's not exact, but we'll mask the imperfections in that. We're going to put an information center right there. Not just now because that almost bankrupt us. I might probably going to rework that actually because that looks horrendous. I can't. I just can't. Let's do that. Like so. I don't think I can. 4 is as low as it will go, so yeah. How much is a information center? How much is that? 2,000. Oh, do we risk it? You know what? Yeah, why not? We're gonna make custom stores. I'll probably make that look like the path is wider. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we do with that. But we need to level you up as well. Our caretaker is already leveled up to 4 stars. The rest of the people are still working on things. Yes, low on cash. Noted. Well, that's our snails done. So we'll work on the puff adders next. The other thing I did, you might have noticed, is I put the 3D boards up on all the exhibits. Let's get all this stuff in here. Like I said, with the exhibits, I want them to have everything. If you could just maybe go away, thank you. Oh, what is this? I'm going to find out who did that, and I'm going to put them in an exhibit with lions or something. If that was only a thing in this game. It would encourage people to stop littering though. Let's find our caretaker. Can I move you from here? Clean that up. There we go. This bin's right here. Tell me you couldn't walk that 20 feet to the bin. Mechanic research is complete. Is it finished though? No. After this we'll work on the classic theme because I also like that theme. And then we're gonna work our way through all of this and all the other ones that come available. We've got research already. Now, a lot of people think that running on times 2 speed is just madness, but I actually don't find it too bad at this point. Later in the game it does become a bit over the top with the amount of things that pop up, but right at the beginning of the game, which we obviously still are, it's not a problem. But basically what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to leave the game to run off camera between episodes, and we're going to build up a bit of money. And what I'd like to do in the next episode is I'd like to get another 6 exhibits over here, and I'd like to start working on the entranceway, and I'll possibly time-lapse a build around the staff facilities because I have something in mind for the staff facilities. Align to grid, thank you. I want square edges. Yes. I would like to get my first exhibit animal in right here. Not exhibit animal, my first habitat animal in right there. But we're nowhere near that point yet. We need more exhibit animals. The other thing about exhibit animals is, of course, you can trade them. So we have all these guys in here, and we can just select all and quick trade. Bit of quick money. We're back up to almost £3,000 or dollars or whatever currency is used in this game. I'll keep the vet research going. When we run out of exhibit animals to research, I'll move on to diseases. And look at the litter. What is the security guard even doing? We're going to have security cameras about the place anyway. I basically want the place to be a prison. But I have a nice build in mind for here. This whole area here is going to go sort of like a ruin / modern look to it. How well I'm able to actually pull that off, I don't know, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to see what we can do. I can see that litter from all the way back here. That is just terrible. Should maybe put more bins down. Where are they? I feel like I can't see them for looking at them. There they are. Let's have a bin there and there. Those ones are fine. If people keep littering there, I will literally put a bin right there, which will ruin all the aesthetic for everyone. But I'm gonna call it here for this episode, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can hit the subscribe button. And let me know in the comments down below what animal you'd like to see. I've not picked a first animal yet, but let me know down below what you'd like. And you can also head over to Twitter or Discord. Links are in the description. And thank you all very kindly for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.